From space, Earth is a blue planet, not because of its land, but because of its oceans. They cover 70% of its surface, shaping climate, life, and time itself. But now imagine the impossible. What if one day all the oceans disappeared? Would Earth still be the world we know? When the last drop of water disappears, sea levels drop 4 kilometers. What were once oceans become vast, open scars. Continental edges collapse. Underwater mountains are exposed to the air. For the first time, we see Earth's true surface, a world never prepared for life. Without oceans, climate regulation ends. Daytime land temperatures rise above 70 degrees Celsius. At night, heat dissipates, temperatures plummet below freezing. Monsoons disappear. Ocean currents stop. Rain no longer falls. Earth stops breathing. Oxygen won't disappear immediately, but the life that produces it will. Phytoplankton die. Coral reefs bleach to bone. The entire ocean food web collapses instantly. Terrestrial life soon follows. Without the water cycle, no clouds, no rain, no rivers. Oceans are more than water. They are weight. When trillions of tons of weight disappear, the crust loses balance. Tectonic plates rebound. Volcanic chains erupt in sequence. Earthquakes ravage the globe. Earth begins to reshape itself. From space again, Earth. The blue disappears. Only brown, gray, and white remain, like Mars. But more broken. This planet still spins, but no longer for life. Oceans were never the background. They are Earth's core system. The water you drink, the air you breathe, the ground beneath your feet, all come from that seemingly ordinary blue. If the oceans disappeared, the world wouldn't end. We would simply never have existed. Oceans don't just regulate temperature, they slow time itself. Water's high heat capacity prevents Earth from becoming hell or ice within hours. But without oceans, every sunrise and sunset becomes an extreme event. In a single day, Earth experiences all 4 seasons. Without oceans, Earth loses its final protective buffer. Ultraviolet radiation strikes directly. Surface microbes are sterilized instantly. Soil dies, not from lack of life, but from overexposure. For the first time, the sun becomes a true threat. What you cannot see is often the most lethal. The oceans absorb vast amounts of carbon dioxide. They are Earth's greatest carbon reservoir. When oceans vanish, CO2 accumulates in the atmosphere. The greenhouse effect spirals out of control. Yet without water, the planet remains cold. This is not a warm apocalypse. It is a planet out of balance. Life does not vanish immediately. It retreats beyond our sight. Kilometers underground, within cracks of solid rock, microbes persist. They need no sunlight, no oceans, only chemical energy. This is Earth's oldest form of life. An oceanless Earth doesn't resemble the end. It resembles before life began, dry, violent, unstable, full of energy, yet uninhabitable. This was the world 4 billion years ago. In the universe, barren planets are common. Blue ones are the exception. We do not live on an ordinary world. We live on a miracle carefully maintained by oceans, and when a miracle disappears, it leaves no trace behind. The oceans are gone, but something remains. Salt. Layers hundreds of meters thick cover the former seabed. When the wind blows, salt dust fills the sky. For the first time, white snow falls on Earth. But this is no blessing. It is residue of death. Without oceans to slow them, winds sweep across the planet. Air currents no longer decelerate. Sand and salt rise into the sky. The surface is endlessly scoured and stripped away. This is no longer weather. It is a planet-wide sandstorm. Throughout history, civilizations rise beside water, rivers, harbors, coastlines. When oceans vanish, coastal cities become sheer cliffs, trade halts, power grids collapse. Human civilization is not the last to fall. It is the first. Without moisture, fire faces no limits. Lightning ignites continents. Wildfires spread for thousands of kilometers. Forests vanish, leaving only carbonized skeletons. The air fills with ash. Earth begins to resemble a burning ember in space. Clouds are gone. The sky becomes clear, dry, and unforgiving, blinding by day, freezing by night. With no clouds to reflect light, the stars shine brighter than ever. Beautiful and utterly cold. An oceanless Earth begins to look familiar, like Mars, like Venus in its distant past. In the universe, this is the norm. Earth loses the final feature that made it unique. If a distant civilization were observing this world, they would not see disaster. They would not see tragedy. They would write only one line. This is a rocky planet that has lost its liquid water. Humans have explored the moon, photographed black holes, yet still fail to understand the deep blue beneath our feet. Only when oceans disappear do we realize they were never scenery. They were the planet's life support system. 1 year passes. Without oceans, the idea of seasons fades. No spring warming, no humid summers, no autumn rain, no winter snow, only extreme days and extreme nights. It sounds contradictory, but without oceans, there is less ice, no water vapor, no snowfall. The poles no longer expand. They remain dry, exposed, and silent. This is not a frozen world. It is a waterless one. Without rain, erosion nearly stops. Mountains are no longer worn down. Canyons no longer deepen. Earth's surface is placed on pause. Every mountain you see becomes a permanent form. When water disappears, dust takes its place. It blankets continents, floats through the air, circles the planet. From space, Earth is wrapped in a thin haze, not clouds, dust. Without oceans replenishing gases, the atmosphere slowly escapes. Solar wind strips away the upper layers, not in days, not in years, but over millions of years. Deep underground, a handful of life remains. They do not evolve, they do not expand, they do not shape the world. They simply wait, as they did 4 billion years ago. From the galaxy's perspective, Earth did not explode, it did not shatter. It simply quietly lost its oceans. On a cosmic scale, this is not dramatic. It is just a planet becoming ordinary. Where you stand now was once near the sea. The wind carried salt, the air held moisture. If the oceans disappear, none of this leaves a trace, because water is memory itself. 10,000 years later, no cities, no animals breathing, no waves striking shorelines, only wind moving across empty continents. Earth has never been this quiet. Earth still has volcanoes, still has earthquakes, still has a magnetic field. It is not a dead planet. It is simply no longer a place designed for life. As time passes, the atmosphere thins. The sky shifts from blue to pale white, then nearly black. The boundary between day and night begins to fade. Without oceans, without a dense atmosphere, meteorites no longer burn away. They strike the surface directly. New craters overwrite the ruins of cities. Time begins erasing evidence of humanity. Steel corrodes, concrete fractures, with no water to preserve them and no life to remember them. Eventually, even the idea of civilization loses its meaning. From a cosmic perspective, Earth has completed its evolution. It no longer moves toward life nor toward destruction. It simply rests in a fixed state, like a story that has already been written. Millions of years later, a probe passes by. It does not land, it does not stop. Because this planet emits no signals, no water, no life, no reason. Earth never needed humans, nor anything beyond its oceans. It existed, it evolved, it will continue to exist. We were the ones who needed Earth. Now, if you look back at the ocean, that blue is not inevitable, it is not scenery, it is not background. It is the reason this planet still has a story. 100 million years later, no civilization is observing this planet. Earth still orbits the sun. Sunrise and sunset still arrive on time. But there is no longer any consciousness keeping the clock. With no life present, geology takes full control again. Plates move slowly. Volcanoes erupt occasionally. Mountains rise at a quiet pace. No ecosystems interfere. No biology accelerates change. This is pure planetary motion. The sun is growing brighter. Every 100 million years, its luminosity increases by about 1%. If oceans still existed, this would change everything. But now Earth cannot respond. No evaporation, no climate feedback, only silence. Earth's magnetic field still exists. It deflects solar wind, protecting what remains of the atmosphere. But there is no longer any life to protect. A functioning shield guarding nothing. With no water vapor, no clouds, heat escapes quickly at night. Nights grow colder and feel longer, not because time slows, but because nothing happens in the dark. Within the Milky Way, Earth no longer stands out. No reflective oceans, no unusual atmospheric signatures. Its spectrum becomes ordinary, like billions of other rocky planets. If stories required endings, this would be it. Not an explosion, not destruction, not fire. Just the absence of anyone to care what happens next. If the oceans vanished, what would happen to Earth? The answer was always there. The planet would remain, but the world would not. Right now, the oceans still exist. Waves still reach the shore, clouds still form, rain still falls. This is not eternal. It is the brief miracle you are standing inside.